We're pleased to be joined by Mr. Bob Santelli, founding executive director of the GRAMMY Museum, based in
Newark, New Jersey.
Because?
Because Newark has a great legacy in music. It's one of the great jazz towns in all of America. It's close to New York City, and Newark's in my home state of New Jersey. Perfect.
Let's be more clear. By the way, as a proud son of Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, I also know you happen to be at a particular location in Newark which matters. Talk about it.
Sure. Prudential Center, which is home of the New Jersey Devils, but also one of the great up-and-coming concert centers in America. So there's a lot of great music that happens there. A lot of great Grammy artists perform there. It stands to reason we should have a Grammy Museum experience there.
Talk a little bit, Bob, about why the Grammys matter. By the way, 60th anniversary, right?
60th, 6-0.
Why do they matter?
Yeah. You know, look, when you think of music, not just here in America, but all across the world, the Grammy brand is world-renowned. It stands for artistic excellence. It stands for music education. It's all about making sure that music remains to be America's greatest cultural resource. And so by having a museum here in Newark, we have one in Los Angeles, which is the mothership, with one in the Mississippi Delta, and one in Nashville. The idea is to create a necklace of these small museums that also act as educational centers to basically make sure that American music remains #1.
Talk about some of the exhibits. I mean, I think about some of the extraordinary musicians, the artists that come out of New Jersey. Springsteen is the most obvious one, but there are so many others.
Oh, yeah. Well, it starts with Sinatra, right?
It starts with Sinatra. You're right. I apologize to the
you gotta start
chairman
with
of the board.
Chairman of the board. And actually, the Grammy Museum, a couple of years ago for the Sinatra Centennial, we had an exhibit that toured America. It was a great exhibit, and it was actually here in New York City. But you have Springsteen, you have John Bon Jovi, you have Whitney Houston, you have Wyclef Jean, you have great hip-hop artists, great jazz artists, going all the way back to the time of Count Basie, who was born in Red Bank. Jersey City has Kool and the Gang, you know, the Fugees in East Orange. So many artists have come out of here.
I'll tell you what, just the other night, I had to introduce, I was honored to introduce Max Weinberg from the E Street Band, who's just one of the greatest drummers ever, and again, a Jersey guy. Connected to it?
Well, you can actually go into the Grammy Museum in Newark and take a drum lesson with Max Weinberg.
No.
Yes, you can.
How? How does that work?
You learn through technology. You actually sit at a drum set, and Max will take you through the beat to Born in the USA, one of the great beats in all of rock and roll. So, the exhibit and the museum itself is really designed to not just celebrate the past, but it talks about the creative process and how music is made, and Max being a perfect example for drummers.
Yeah, let me ask you something. A little bit more about Wyclef Jean. Tell folks who he is for those who are not really clear on the artist, the man.
Wyclef Jean was a member of one of maybe the greatest rap group to come out of New Jersey, the Fugees. Along with Lauryn Hill, those are two pillars of New Jersey hip-hop history. However, Wyclef Jean has done things on his own as well. He has a brand new record out. He's a producer. He's a songwriter. He's a Renaissance man when it comes to music. And so you can go into the Grammy Museum in Newark and then work on a song and sing some songs with Wyclef as well. Teach you how the Fuji and Wyclef Jean process.
Give me a little real quick before I let you go. Ray Charles.
Ray Charles. When you get into Ray Charles, the coolest thing about the Grammy Museum in Newark is the fact that you get to sing Hit the Road, Jack, and you learn one of the great things about American music, which is call and response. Hit the road, Jack, don't you come back no more, no more.
That's right.
You'll learn how to do that, and you'll actually become one of the background singers in Ray Charles' song.
You know, it's interesting. We run as our not-for-profit production company runs an inner city based in Newark, leadership and communication development program. It happens to be called Stand and Deliver. You can check out our site to see it. I know that education, particularly for young people in Newark, is part of the museum.
That's right, it is. We try and work hand in hand with teachers, not just in Newark, but greater New Jersey and New York. One of the first things we did when we decided to move into Newark was to gather around teachers and say, how do we make this educationally relevant for you and your students? And one of the things that they learn there is critical analysis. They learn about self-expression, and they learn how music is one of the great forms of American identity. And so teachers are basically our partners in this, and we expect 15,000 to 20,000 students a year going through there.
This is the permanent location?
It is.
Good stuff. By the way, Prudential is a pretty special place.
It is. It is. It is. And
tell folks again, so by the way, just check out where the Prudential Center is, easy access to it. I don't want to plug too much, but I've been there for a whole range of, not just the Devils, but Seton Hall University.
That's right.
Basketball,
Yeah,
it's their home court as well. Listen, I want to thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You're a Jersey City guy?
Jersey City guy, born and raised.
You appreciate this more than most. Bob Santelli, founding executive director of the GRAMMY Museum at the Prudential Center in beautiful Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Thank you, Robert.
All right. Thank you,
Well
Steve.
done.
Thanks.
Be right back after this.
Highly educated and perfectly located in the heart of the Northeast Corridor, New Jersey provides access to top talent and one of the most concentrated and diverse consumer markets in the world. A business located in central New Jersey has access to more than 22 million consumers within a 2-hour drive. Whether it's our strategic location, transportation systems, reliable utilities, or talented workforce, New Jersey has all you need to grow your business. To learn more, visit choosenj.com.
Also brought to you by New Jersey Resources and by Berkeley College.